This is my 1984 Honda Magna VF700C. Just wanted to show my bike. Yes, it has duct tape on the seat. The mileage on this is not correct because I had to replace the speedometer, but this one's showing 22,000 miles. Or sorry, yeah, the speedometer. Yeah, does run, rides good and everything. It's currently not in running condition because I have the battery out charging, and I have a couple of things I need to take care of. It's got an oil leak on the back valve cover, and it's got a small coolant leak, which I'm just waiting for parts to come in. The O-ring right here leaks. As you can see, it's running down, so I have those two things to take care of. I did disconnect the fan switch and put in a manual because those things never work, and I just don't feel like spending the money right now on a new switch. I did have to replace the shocks. Somebody had a high rate progressive shock on there, which was way too much for me because I don't weigh that much. It could use new tires. They look good and everything, but they're actually not that great. What all have I had to do to it? Basically, I had to get it running, flush out the fuel, change the shocks, change the speedometer because it didn't work at all. The gears in it were torn up, and this is not the factory seat cover, but it looks good and it works. The bike's pretty clean considering how old it is. The handlebars were bent. I straightened them as best as I could. The one on the left side here, it was bent in and up because the bike had tipped over at some point. But it gives you a look at it. As far as I know, everything on it is the way that it should be. I do think it's missing something that goes here. Probably says Honda or something, I don't know. I don't really care for the big backrest because I don't like the way it looks, but that's the way the bike came. I'm sure the crash bar on it wasn't factory. I don't know, it may very well have been. The only dent in the tank is right there, and I'm assuming that's probably from when it fell over. I don't think the bike's been crashed, it just fell over because it bent the mirror, and I think it put that dent in the tank. In 84, well, the 83s were 750s, but in 84, I think it was Harley Davidson had a tariff going on, something against the Japanese bikes that I don't really know that much about, so they had to drop them in size from a 750 down to a 700. Really, that doesn't make much of a difference on how it runs. I've ridden an 83, and this is an 84, and honestly, they're the same thing. I don't think the power is any different on them. It's got a couple small scratches in this mirror, but this mirror was actually on the other side, and I'm assuming that's when it fell over. It needs a little bit, you know. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's in pretty good shape. And yes, I have a lot of 84 Hondas. I have this, I have the 84 Gyro, I have the 84 Spree. It just seems like an 84 Honda came out with a lot of cool stuff. And I really like all the 84s. I'm not a big fan of the square headlight, but on this bike it works. You know, I do like the round headlights a little bit better on these. Like the 83s, they had a round headlight. But just to give you a look at it. And you know, it's still got the sticker on the tank that tells you to remember to wear your helmet and ride carefully and all that good stuff. And it, you know, it shows its age a little bit, but still very cool bikes. And for only being a 700, these things are quick. You know, the tach says red line's at 10.5. It'll pull every bit of that 10.5. You know, all the stuff's worn off. The white lettering is all worn off and everything, but it's old. When I first got it, the rims were so dirty I didn't even know it had chrome on the lips of the rims until I started cleaning it, and it actually shined up like that. Somebody at some point about right here on the other side has drilled holes in the mufflers, so I need to get those taken care of. Probably welded back up. I did find a brand new OEM set, but boy, they're expensive. And this stuff, I'm assuming, is probably from battery acid that has dripped down and stained the chrome. This stuff will not come off. I've tried everything. I've tried brake cleaner, carb cleaner, 4O steel wool. Nothing will take that off. It's permanently on there, and it's only on this side, and the battery goes right under this cover, so I'm assuming it's just some battery acid that's leaked out and stained the chrome up. The carbs do need to be taken off and cleaned and synced and all that. It runs alright, but it's not, you know, it's not 100%. That's just one of them things I've never done yet.